Now, these are the people that were members of the Caravans.
Okay.
Albertina Walker, Bessie Griffin, Cassietta Baker George, Dolores Washington, Doris Duke, Dorothy Norwood, Eddie Williams, Elise Yancey, Gloria Griffin, Imogene Green, Inez Andrews, James Herndon, Jonathan Davis, Josephine Howard, Louise McDowell, Louise Overall Weaver, Nellie Daniels, Orly Hopkins, Reverend James Cleveland, Sarah McKissick Simmons, Shirley Caesar. None of these women did more than Aunt Cassietta in the Caravans.
Okay, now we're going into a segment here where I want to talk about the Caravan folk. This is really directed at Dorothy Norwood. Okay, going to the next question here.
You said before you go into this interview, Inez Andrews was the only person who gave me any financial and moral support when I did the 13 tributes to Aunt Cassietta.
I want to make that publicly known. Inez Andrews is very dear to me. Aunt Cassetta is my blood aunt. Albertina, Shirley, Dolores Washington, and Dorothy Norwood, Inez. Well, they're still my spiritual aunts. Okay, but when I was doing the tributes to Aunt Cassetta, Inez Andrews sent me some donations. We had a close relationship even when Aunt Cassetta was born. So I want to make that publicly known. She was there for me when I lost Aunt Cassetta. She was at the funeral. I'm going somewhere with this interview because I want to talk to you, Dorothy, about some choices you're making. You're in a wheelchair now. I'm trying to understand what you're doing, what you think you're doing. And I don't want you to think that because I haven't said nothing about you that I don't see you. I keep telling y'all, I'm kind of like, I kind of like just sit back for a while until God tell me to speak. And Tony, I need you to come over and give me these Caravan records and put them on the floor for me. Over here for me, Tony. While I'm talking, keep talking to me with the questions. Just get the albums over here for me. All this stack of stuff. And the CD, all those. And put them over here and I'm going to get to them. Okay.
Okay, you said you had put Dorothy Norwood at arm's length after your Aunt Cassietta's funeral. Then she contacted you. You asked could she come sing in the tribute 13 to you, Aunt Cassietta, and you refused. Why?
Because, Dorothy, this is what made me not let you come to the tribute I gave Aunt Cassetta, because we was at Aunt Cassetta's funeral, they were singing, and Dorothy was trying to get a mic, and I was on the front row, and I said, Dorothy, there go one. She looked at me and said, in front of everybody, like, whatever. And I said, wait a minute, out the clear blue sky. I begged, I was, okay, I'm through with you now. You know what I'm saying? So later on, when I was doing tributes, this is why I was through with you, because I'm wondering, why you doing this at me? I ain't never did nothing to you, or nothing. So that made me back up off. Well, as I was doing the tributes, she contacted me. I think it was in 2011. She contacted me when I was giving a tribute to Cassetta. She wanted to sing, and I wanted her to sing, because I felt like, I wanted to do it alone. But that's why I didn't let you come, because I was leery. Okay, what did I do to you to make you treat me, to act like that toward me? Then you want to come sing in the tribute? I didn't want her there. Let's go.
Okay.
I almost knocked over my aunt's casket. But I said, hold on now. I said, wait a minute. You know, but I had to hold myself. Okay, let's go.
Okay. You said you understand that in the industry, there are some people that are no good and are only out for themselves. And at point, you have a choice to work with them or not. But I'm lost as to why Dorothy keeps dealing with Shirley Caesar when she knows the truth.
I don't understand that. I saw something about you two supposed to be getting together a couple months to do a concert. Dorothy, why are you messing with Shirley Caesar? And then I think Shirley got me, so well, me and Dorothy are the only two living Caravans. Really, James Herndon is a writer of the group. He living, and Shirley and Dorothy, but ain't neither one of y'all original. All the originals gone. I don't know what year you came in, Dorothy, maybe 50, I don't know, 50 something. But it wasn't none of them before Aunt Cassetta. None of them. So I'm trying to understand what y'all think y'all doing. Because would none of y'all be nothing, the Caravans wouldn't have been there without Aunt Cassette, and I'm finna prove it in a minute. These are the original albums. They're the original releases, not no re-release, and y'all did graphics on the albums, so I'm finna go through them now. I'm finna expose these demons, the original Caravan albums that put that group on top. Here they are right here. So I'm trying to understand, what is this magic witchcraft that Shirley got over y'all mind that y'all keep trying to run to her rescue? Neither one of you are Caravans. Shirley came in the group in 58, and Cassetta got there in 53. I want to know why you fooling with this woman. Now, go to the next questions. Here.
You said Shirley did not record with her and the Caravans on the Feel Like album.
Stop.
Why?
Okay, Dorothy, when y'all did the 1994 Feel Like album, you know where the Civic Center Auditorium used to be right down Old Auditorium? Shirley didn't do it. And they did, it's on Dorothy's album, Feel Like. Dorothy, she didn't appear with y'all. And Casella was living. They did Inez Andrews' song over I'm Not Tired. Yes, she did in the Caravans. But Aunt Casella led it. You know what I'm saying? And that was the best thing on the album, because Aunt Casella took it over. Aunt Casella was waiting on Dolores and Albertina to lead the stage. They did a little song. But I know Aunt Casella, she said doing this and like waiting until they left the stage. Then she took the noises came on in. Because Dorothy was trying to cut it off. You can see it on YouTube called I'm Not Tired Yet. The choir was doing, they took it over. Hey. So she didn't do that with y'all. She thought she was better than y'all, right? She thought she was better than you. Next one. Come on, follow me, y'all.
You said Shirley planned out a Caravan reunion concert in Memphis back in 1994 and didn't invite Aunt Cassetta.
Thank you. You were there. She invited Albertina, Dolores, you, her, and Inez. Now, that's our hometown. Aunt Cassetta born in Memphis. You go to my aunt's hometown, and Shirley went to my aunt's hometown, playing a whole Caravan reunion out, and then invite Aunt Cassetta. The tickets didn't sell. So she canceled and said Memphis didn't do her right. Okay, Dorothy, you look at this pattern with this backstab, okay? She didn't record the Feel Like album with y'all. She cut Aunt Cassetta out. Now, I want to know, when I go through these albums, I want to know how you are her, because you ain't on none of these records. Dorothy ain't even on these albums I'm going to go through. I'm going through, you know, I don't have a photograph with you with that cassette on it, and I don't. Or a song on these albums I'm going to go through with you on it. And she cut that cassette out. Then she didn't record the song with you. But why you fooling with this dyke? I want to know what's up. Let's go. Next question.
You said in 2006, when the Caravans got ready to record the Pave the Way reunion album, Shirley refused to record with them and said, they are behind me, meaning the Caravans were beneath her.
Thank you. Okay, Aunt Cassetta gone. Albertina, Inez, Dolores, and Dorothy did the paving the way. Okay, word is in the industry that y'all are beneath her. Aunt Cassetta gone. And I'm quite sure Aunt Cassetta gone, and she couldn't do the reunion recording with them. Because she done told everybody, they beneath me. Hello, Dorothy, strike 3, you out. What you appearing with her now for? What can she say to you? She done showed you for the snake in the grass she is. Go to the next one. I think.
You said now Shirley is telling people her.
Hold on. I don't know if I put it on here, but let me say this. And then when they did the Pave the Way album, hold on. She turned around and appeared on the beat. She wouldn't do the album with them, but the Caravans were featured on BET. This dykey hypocrite gonna come out singing I Won't Be Back No More. After Inez sang and Mary Don't You Weep, she didn't stand out there with them and sang like one of the Caravans. She gonna make a grand entrance, like she's some star, you know, coming out singing I Won't Be Back No More. Now she just sing Mary Don't You Weep with them, all them folk. She gonna come out from the behind the curtain, like she's so anointed and holy. Now she done cut the album with y'all, but this old coochie eating, backstabbing dyke gonna come out and sing with y'all. You see this witchery? You fooling with this hypocrite? Let's go. Let's next one. Come on.
You said, now Shirley is telling people her and Dorothy Norwood are the only two caravans, living caravans. You said, now this is where I step up and speak.
Now this is what I got to say to you. I'm going to go through these albums in a minute. I'm wondering, how are you really a caravan? Because the albums I got, which were the bigger albums that people finna see, you ain't even on. And why y'all going back to the caravan? Because to be honest with you, the whole Caravan and Lexa really belonged to me. Because when it come down to it, Aunt Cassetta did more than all them women you named. Mm-hmm. Aunt Cassetta did more than all of them put together. What little hits they had, Aunt Cassetta had close to 50 songs she wrote led in that group. I'm going to go through them on these albums. So if we took one or two of y'all songs, it still would match the hits on these albums. And you ain't on none of them, Dorothy. None. Nothing. Let's go.
You said Aunt Cassetta was never a part of a group called Albertina Walker and the Caravans.
Let's get that straight. These albums you're finna see is called the Caravans. My Aunt Cassetta is not on an album called Albertina Walker and the Caravans. That's some trash she throwed together trying to build herself up. Aunt Cassetta was gone. Let's get that straight. People, ain't no album with Aunt Cassetta on it talking about no album that Aunt Cassetta on writing or singing. Well, I haven't said singing because Albertina tried to remake some of her songs over. Aunt Cassetta was never part of a group called Albertina Walker and the Caravans. Aunt Cassetta left that group in 1965. She didn't leave in 66, 67, 68. Don't y'all pay no attention to these documentaries. I got the albums. That's my blood aunt. We were like this. 65, she left the group. She was never part of a group called Albertina Walker and the Caravans. Stop your lies. Let's go.
Okay, this is the last one.
Okay.
You said on the CD, The Caravans, where gospel meets soul, they called Dorothy Denise Norwood.
This is something they just released. I bought this. It's a 2 CD collection. Dorothy, they didn't even know your name. They call you Denise Norwood. Hello. And I don't know what you singing on here, but I've got a newborn soul ain't even on here. They got Women Jesus Be Waiting. I've got a newborn soul was a big hit song in the Caravans. Dan Cassetta lead. I think maybe James Cleveland wrote it. Ain't on this CD. This collection is from 1952 to 1962. And Cassetta came into the group in 1953. James Cleveland came in 53. He found that Cassetta and brought it to the group in 1953. Okay, this it's a picture on you at the bottom here, but they calling you Denise Norwood. They ain't calling you Dorothy. They really don't know who you are. Okay? And Cassetta ain't on here. Inez Andrews in the back. I don't know. Cassetta ain't on here. And so this is a CD they released. It's okay. I think they probably heard the interview while I was rebuking the class sisters. They probably heard the interview when I said that they put all Aunt Cassetta's collection songs on a 2 CD collection. But see, they didn't go through. This is only 2 CDs. They went from 52 to 62. But see, Aunt Cassetta left at 65. And see, the VJ collection stuff ain't on here. Yes, it is. They put some stuff from VJ International. But I'm going to get to the original albums with Aunt Cassetta on it. Y'all hold on a minute. Y'all been waiting on this. I want all you obsessed Albertina Walker fans and all you obsessed Shirley Caesar fans. I know you're not going to do it. It's something, Daisy ain't here to verify this, but I'm waiting on something. Mm-hmm. Waiting on something. But I'm here to tell you people, I'm going to strip that whole gospel industry down to the ground. If you bother my aunt's music from 1995 up to now, you in trouble. They don't even know what's going to happen. I want you people to get off my mantle, leave me alone, and get out of my family. Okay, now these are the singles before we get to the albums. The song Mercy, Lord. This is the single. Inez wrote it. And Inez wrote it. It's a Caravan song. And Aunt Cassetta, Inez, and Albertina leading that. This song is called I'm Gonna Work. It's called Work Till Day Is Done. Albertina Walker tried to steal this song from Aunt Cassella. She released it on a single right here. It comes from the album right here, the famous Caravans. On there, they spelled it wrong. They so stupid. It's called Work Until Day Is Done. It's on here. When they put it on YouTube, I think they call it Working Till Day Is Done. Aunt Cassella wrote the song. It's on here. But that's the song they use. Albertina tried to steal this song from Aunt Cassella. This is my aunt's song. I'm going to work until my day is done. Aunt Cassella wrote. It comes from this album here. Keep that in mind, y'all. Okay, we're going through these albums. Okay, now, let's go to this album. This is the album that Mercy Lord come from. It's called The Caravans. Okay? Aunt Cassella on this, it ain't but one song on this album, Aunt Cassella on, which is Mercy. Inez wrote it, I think, and Aunt Cassella, Albertina, and Aunt Cassella's leading Mercy. It's the second song on side A of the album. These are the albums that my aunt is on or wrote songs to. The rest of that trash is garbage. Okay? Y'all people putting her photographs up there, you can hold those. Thank you for it. And take this too. Put it right here. I got some more. Okay. Now, what's the single at? Let me get this other single. Let me go to the singles. Let me get them out the way. Let's see. They put that there. Okay. Now, I love There Are Bluebirds Over the White Cliffs of Dover. It's a single. Here it is. It's a single on the VJ International album. Albertina tried to do it over and messed it up. It sounded lousy. She can't sing like Aunt Cassella. On the back of the single, it's called Unto Thee, O Lord. It's from the album called, I think it's The Soul of the Caravans. Dolores Washington leading it. Aunt Cassella wrote it. I think it's on here. Unto Thee, O Lord. Last song on side 2 of the album called The Soul of the Caravans. This is the album cover. Can you hear me, Tony? This is the album cover. Hello? If you go on YouTube, they're not posting the original albums because Aunt Cassella writing and leading the songs. Okay? These are the albums. Okay? Now, on this album here, the second song on side 1 is called Lord, Don't Leave Us Now. Aunt Cassella writing and leading it. Jesus and Me, Aunt Cassella wrote it, Shirley Caesar leading it. Hello? These are the albums. Okay. Side 2, My Religion. 5th song, Aunt Cassella wrote and led it. Unto Thee, O Lord, 6th song. The last song on side 2, Aunt Cassella wrote it, Dolores Washington leading it. This is the original album covers. All that re-release trash. Y'all trying to promote Albertina. They dyke Shirley Caesar. I'm on your game. These are the original in the time they were released, okay? It's on VJ International. Okay? There you go. Okay. This single here, this is the one, White Cliffs of Dover. Okay? Y'all heard the song? No, Never Alone. Aunt Cassella wrote and led. It's a single. Here it is. Okay? It's a single. On Savoy. On the back of it, Behold the Beauties of the Lord. Aunt Cassella wrote and led both of them. Okay? Ain't no Albertina, no Shirley, nothing. These are the originals. Not no duplications. Not no re-release where they put in public domain and claiming they wrote it. This is the originals. Okay? I think we got the singles out the way. Okay. Thank you, Tammy. This album here is called The Caravans Sing and the Staple Singles Sing. Okay? Y'all seen this album cover? Okay. Aunt Cassella lead, I've Got a Newborn Soul on side 1. And Will My Jesus Be Waiting, Aunt Cassella leading both of those songs. She wrote Will My Jesus Be Waiting. They featured on this CD right here, but they didn't give her credit for the writer. But I know, hey, Lerone got this. Lerone got this. The second side on this album, B, is the Staples single singing. God bless you, Mavis Staples. God bless you. I've got a newborn song, and Will Jesus Be Waiting on this album here. Shirley Caesar wasn't in the group then. Hello? She wasn't in the group. Dorothy Norwood on here, I don't think. I don't think Dorothy Norwood on here. Inez ain't on here. Dolores ain't on here. Hello? Wake up, people. There you go. Okay. I Won't Be Back No More. Written by James Herndon. Y'all love that old coochie-eating dyke Shirley Caesar. She leading it. Okay? Sweeping through the city. Okay. All right. She leading it. James Herndon wrote. Title one album. Go to first song on side A. Okay. Side B. Remember Me, O Lord. James Cleveland wrote it for Ancasetta. She leading it. He Sits High. After Remember Me, Ancasetta leading it. I don't know who wrote. They ain't put no writers back then. That's not, you have to look in the copyright family who wrote the stuff. Okay, back to side A, the last song on there, fifth song, Yes, I Met Jesus. Ancasetta wrote it and led it. Okay, these are the original albums I'm showing y'all with Ancasetta on it. So when y'all see this other trash after I give y'all these songs, she ain't on it. Stop posting songs on that YouTube with my Aunt Face on it when she ain't on it. Them other singers that I named, give them their credit. Put the right album cover and the right picture of the people and give them their credit. Since I redeemed Ancasetta, all of a sudden now, they weren't spelling the name right at first. They spelled it Casita, any kind of way. Now they spell it like it's supposed to be, thanks to me. I'm teaching, this is your black history, stupid Negroes. Wake up. Wake up, niggers, wake up. Okay? They stupid. Now they spelling the name right. Now y'all know. These are the albums. Okay? There you go. This album here is weird to me. Ain't but one song. It's called I Find No Fault. Ancasetta ain't on it, but they got her face on here. I don't understand that. but it's a song on here she wrote called Make Someone Happy. Side B, third song, Make Someone Happy. She wrote it, Albertina Walker leading it. But Ancasetta ain't even leading it. I mean, she really ain't on it, it's just a song. Why you got my Aunt Face on the album? Ain't that stupid? Talking about the Caravans. Okay, I think she probably had already left or something. You know, sometimes they can redo songs and they'll release them later. You can go to the studio and record a lot of songs, then they'll release it later. You might be done left the label, whatever. I don't know when this came out, but she's not even on here, but they got her face on it, okay, y'all? She wrote the song, Make Someone Happy on this one. Hello? She ain't on here now, okay? Okay, it's Ancasetta, Shirley here, Albertina, Dolores, Josephine Howard, and Inez and James Herndon right here. Okay? These are the original albums, y'all. Let's go. Okay, this is the album the world is obsessed with. Ugh, they singing over people's remains in the church and walk around heaven. Oh my God. I had a woman approach me 2 weeks ago saying, hey brother, ain't you in the wrong place? I said, yeah. I was at public. You know, we sang your aunt's song at my brother's funeral. I said, praise the Lord. This is the album y'all obsessed with. The original album cover and album on VJ International. Hello? This is the album. There were none. Hey, there were none before it. There were none. This is the original. Ancasetta wrote and led Walk Around Heaven, side 1. Revive Us Again, Ancasetta leading it. Nothing Can Stop Me, Dolores Washington is leading it. Ancasetta wrote it. Okay. The Lord Tried Me, Josephine Howard is leading it. Ancasetta wrote it. Okay. Be Sure is number 1. Okay, we got Right Now God. I think Shirley leading that. Be Sure is written by Ancasetta, Albertina leading it. Okay. Then we go to side B. That's the way, he said, that's the way the Lord works. Okay, that's the way the Lord works. I think Axel leading that. Solid Rock, I don't know who leading that. Without God, I don't know. I've come too far to turn around. I like that. Shirley leading that. Since I've been born again, Axel wrote it. It's on here. And Going Home. But the album is called The Caravans Walk Around Heaven. And Casella wrote and led 5 songs on this album. It's on the VJ International album, okay? The Mighty Clouds of Joy and 8 wrote that song. This is the original. The one y'all obsessed with. That y'all telling people, when I die, you know, sing it over me. This is it. Hello, learn your history. This was called Caravans in Concert. These are the original album covers now. This ain't no duplications. Okay. Looking for You and Me. He said, written by James Cleveland. That's Why I Call Him Man. Casella leading it. Soul Salvation is the next song. There's 3. I'll Wait on the Lord. And Casella leading it. Blessed Assurance. And Casella wrote it. Old Man River. And Casella leading it. Side 2, Hold Your Head Up High. I think James heard the leader. Stand By Me, Albertina, and Casella, and Shirley leading that song. I Want to See Jesus, and Casella wrote it. Albertina Walker leading it. My Solid Rock, yeah. My Shelter, My Rock, okay? That's the next song. Hold My Peace, and then My Soul Says Yes. Josephine Howard leading it, and Casella wrote it. The Caravans in Concert. I don't know why they call it concert because it's not live. I didn't understand that. But that's the title of the album, okay? Hello? Now, this is my favorite Caravan album my aunt did in the Caravans. I barely play these, but I play this one. Y'all know when y'all sing, y'all know Holy Communion when they sing, Let Us Pray. Y'all, you heard that, Tony? During Holy Communion, they sing, This is the album. This is my favorite. And Casella tan this song, With My Face to the Rising Sun. Oh, Lord, have mercy on me. Let us drink wine together. This is the anthem, Holy Communion anthem. And Casella leading it. Okay? The first song on side 1, Let Us Break Bread Together. One God, one faith, one baptism. It's called One Baptism. And Casella wrote it and led it. The storm is passing over. Albertina Walker leading it. He's alive today. Where is your faith in God? The original. And Casella leading it. James Harden wrote it for her. Go to side B. The 4th song, no, the last 2 songs, Great Joy. And Casella wrote it. Shirley Caesar leading it. Bread of Heaven, Feed Me No More. And Casella took it and rearranged it around. It's a solo version. Come from this album. Shirley tried to do it over some years later. And Casella did it first. It's from this album. Let's Break Bread Together on Our Knees. You're not going to see this on the Caravan. These albums, they're not showing the original albums, y'all. These are the albums. Did y'all remember the songs? Okay? Let Us Break. This is my favorite. I play this album all the time. Then One Baptism. And Casella said, we all... The president, the governor, and even the mayor, the rich, the poor both share. We all got to die. We can't stay here. God's going to separate the wheat from the tare. We're blinded by self and can't see the way. Luxuries and follies won't let us pray. But I can praise his name. It said one God, all my people, just one faith, and one baptism. I love that song. Okay, this one called Seeking the Lord. Dolores Washington lead the title track, but guess who wrote it? Sister Casella Baker George. Hello? The first song called Amazing Grace. The second song, Just Like Him. Nobody Knows Like the Lord. Sacred Head. Lord Stay With Me is on side 1. And Casella wrote it. And she leading it. To whom shall I turn when obstruction block my way? The one y'all love. Albertina Walker leading it. and Cassetta wrote it. I got the live video up there. Watch it. And Cassetta's on the left. Looking at Albertina like she crazy. But Aunt Cassetta wrote it. It's in black and white. Okay. Must Jesus bear the cross alone? I'm ready to serve the Lord. I have felt the stain of sin, lost in despair, had no hope within. But oh, I'm ready to serve the Lord. This was the song first song my aunt wrote before she recorded it. The very first song she ever wrote was I'm ready to serve the Lord. It's from the album called Seek Ye the Lord. Okay? She wrote a letter, No Coward Soldier. Seek Ye the Lord is the fourth song on side 2. Aunt Cassetta wrote it. Dolores Washington is leading it. Till I Meet the Lord, James Herndon wrote it. Aunt Cassetta is leading it. Hello? Can you hear me, Tony? Am I coming in clear? Okay. Got that. This is another copy of Behold the Beauties of the Lord. Put that way. Okay, this one is the Caravans reunion album, Share. 1976. Albertina Walker, Josephine Howard, Aunt Cassetta, Isaiah Jones, and Dolores Washington. Okay? Shirley Caesar was too good to come and do it. Dorothy, you ain't on here. Now, man, Dorothy, you ain't on none of these records. I'm trying to see how you a Caravan. I ain't saying you want a Caravan, but you ain't on none of these albums. I want to see what you and Shirley trying to do. Because it looked like so far, Aunt Cassetta was writing and leading everything. And these were the biggest selling albums. Okay? Aunt Cassetta, on this album, she doing side 1, No More. She wrote it. Side 2, I love this song, In God's Own Time. Aunt Cassetta leading it. And the other one is called Eternal Life. 3 songs she on here wrote or leading. Okay? Now, this is a reunion album share. Dorothy, you ain't on here. Where was you at? Where you at, Shirley? Y'all too good to do the reunion album. This is 76. Okay? The same trick Shirley pulled Dorothy in 2006 she didn't do. She did it back in 76. She ain't want to do it. Okay? Now, this album here, Hello World, this album is a joke. It's a joke because they call this the best of the Caravans. Walk Around Heaven ain't on here. Who ain't heard of Walk Around Heaven? Let's break bread together on our knees ain't on there. One Baptism. Y'all know the hits. Behold the Beauties of the Lord ain't on here. No More. These were big Caravan songs everybody know. And this was No More, Behold the Beauties of the Lord, Remember Me, O Lord, and I'm gonna work till my day is done. Them are Savoy record products. This is Savoy record release. It's not on here for some phenomenal reason. They didn't make the collection. Wow, what happened? What is it y'all don't want nobody to know? Those songs were recorded on Savoy. Why isn't it on the best of the Caravan? Who ain't heard of Walk Around Heaven All Day? My Lord, it's not on here. Those black people, what's wrong with them? But you telling me about a white man? What you covering up? Hello? This trash is pathetic. You go through this album, Won't Be Back No More. Let me get to what they did to Aunt Cassetta. On side A, Remember Me, O Lord is on his credit, and James Cleveland, Aunt Cassetta leading. You go down the line to side B, we get to Seek Ye the Lord. Give me the album again. Fine. This one. Okay, we already know Aunt Cassetta wrote Seek Ye the Lord, right? On here, guess what they put? Public domain. They don't know who wrote it. Whoo! What happened? What that say?
Savoy Records.
What that say, the last song right there?
Seek Ye the Lord.
What does it say?
Public domain.
Public domain. But over here it said Cassetta George wrote it. Wow, what happened? Amnesia? The witchcraft y'all tried to pull was that this is a VJ International album. This is a Savoy release album. Which means you had access to the VJ International songs, so why you couldn't put the right credits on here? Why isn't Walk Around Heaven on here? If you got access to the VJ International albums, with To Whom Shall I Turn and Seek Ye the Lord and all the other stuff, it never made this collection. I wonder why. I'm not through with you hypocrites yet. Okay, let's go down some more. Messing with me and messing with me. Because she let it go on. I ain't letting it go on. I got this. Let's go on down over here to side C of the album. Let's see what y'all done did over here. Okay. I'm not tired yet on here. Inez wrote it and led it. Cool. Let's get on down to side D. To Whom Shall I Turn is on here. It's crediting C. George, which is Anchor Self. This is the writer. Albertina Walker leading it. Praise God. Okay, let's go. Hallelujah till it's done. Shirley Caesar leading it. Eddie Williams claimed he wrote it, but this is the song Eddie Williams stole from Anchor Self. I think it's on, what album is it on? Here it is. It's from this album, Hallelujah Till It's Done. It's on this album, Mercy Lord. And Casella wrote it. Eddie Williams stole it from Ann Casella. It comes from this album here. Eddie Williams stole it. Ask that dyke, Shirley Caesar, who wrote the song for her. He stole it. It's got Eddie Williams, the writer, but Ann Casella wrote it. She know who wrote the song for her. She sang it. Okay, let's go. Let's go on down some more. Okay. That's it. That's all they got on Anchor 7 now. One on public domain. Ain't no Walk Around Heaven on here. We can just stop right there. Who ain't heard of Walk Around Heaven all day?
Right.
What's up? Now you had access to the VJ International albums. Why Walk Around Heaven ain't on here? Why all the other hits like One Baptism, Let's Break Bread Together on Our Knees, why aren't they on the album? Okay, Dorothy. Now, I want to say this in my closing to you. I'm not saying you aren't a Caravan, but far as I see, let me see this album cover again. And on here, it looked like to me, they putting Albertina and Shirley like they equal. They got Inez here, and Dolores up here, and Casella down here. Okay, y'all wouldn't be nowhere if it weren't for this. This is the hits. It ain't but one big song outside these albums that can match up, not even really overthrow. I was at Albertina Walker's house, so she had a gold record of I Won't Be Back No More and Mary Don't You Weep. You see what I'm saying? They was recorded on Savoy. But my question is that this would have never been if this didn't happen. Y'all had to go through Ann Casella to even get this. Then y'all turn around and deleted her out. Now, hello world, this is your witchcraft black gospel music industry that, quote, you praising these backstabbers, these dykes. Dorothy, people been calling me about you and I ain't saying nothing. But don't keep messing with me because I'll come back and give them what they're asking me about you. But I want to know, what is Shirley saying to you? You ain't on none of these records. I ain't saying you're not a Caravan. I'm just saying you ain't on these with Ann Casella. So you got some explaining to do. Not explaining, just explaining to do to me. Because I don't see it. And I want to know how in the world, well, they ain't name on here. But I want to know how in the world all of them come up here before Ann Casella. Because to be honest with you, as y'all see, Albertina didn't do nothing in the group. Like to me, Ann Casella was writing or leading the songs. These are the original. Get my auntie, you can put it in my left. She said, Lerone, hold me. Yeah, see. I want to know. Hello world, these are the original albums, y'all. So I love y'all. Y'all pray for me and open your eyes up. Hey, God bless you.